John Beltran, Dave Urick back from Beat Digger Stadium as we approach kickoff of this afternoon's 2A quarterfinal between the Beat Diggers and Olathe Pirates. And Olathe will receive the opening kickoff just like Lamar did last week, and the Beat Diggers did their job defensively and then eventually scored the first touchdown and went on to that 29-point victory. Olathe is coached by Ryan Korn. The assistants are Tyler Vincent, Joe Archuleta, Billy Harrison, and Thomas Godfrey. The Beat Diggers are coached by Randy Dreitz, assisted by Ron Albo, Lance Schwint, Dick Creighton, Matt Manier, Ken Garcia, and David Cummings. And David, gorgeous day here in Brush. Obviously a little bit cool, but the wind looks like it's a non-factor because that flag right now is limp.
Right, it's just hanging straight down. This morning we woke up and it was overcast, it was chilly, and there was even a little bit of a breeze coming in from the east. I thought, boy, I wonder if that snow's not going to make it out here. But, the sun's shining and the grandstands are full.
And that's a good sign. Last week, Eric Garcia, to begin the second half, had a 66-yard return, and that really propelled the Beat Diggers in the second half, even after they led by 14 at halftime. Let's see if we can do something special here to begin the game. Or check that, the Beat Diggers are kicking off. So I don't even know why I said that, but I think we know. I think I'm excited for Brush to get the football, Dave, because when you look at this Brush offense, they've been explosive. 41 points last week, 59 against Estes Park, 51 against Weld Central. They scored in the 50s against Valley, in the 40s against Eaton, in the 40s against Strasburg. But, as you've said many times, defense wins championships. And the Beat Diggers have certainly gotten better defensively over the last few weeks, and now they can make their mark. As Jesus Cardenas will kick it off. And it looks like Willie Corey is one of those back to receive, along with Trenton Pyatt. That's a short kick. It'll bounce at the 12, picked up by Pyatt at the 11-yard line. Then he's going to be stuffed at the 19-yard line by Tyler Carter. That was an excellent special teams play as the ball just died as Pyatt picked it up, and that's where the Pirates will start the opening kickoff today, brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance, locally in Fort Morgan and Brush, offering home, health, auto, farm, business, and workers' compensation insurance. Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance.
Remember, Brush is going to line up in that 5-2 defense that they've run all year. Nose guard, a couple defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends, and then Brost, our leading tackler for the season, right there at that linebacker position with Randy Baker.
And the main back is going to be Willie Corey out there with Cole Gret in a shotgun formation. In motion to the left is Trenton Joel. There's the handoff left side and a short gain for Cole Gret across the 20 to the 22. Ethan Brost, who's been one of the leading tacklers in on the play on that defensive line, along with Felix Calderon and Maverick Seawald, Daniel Soto, Bryant Woodward. Of course, behind them, you've got some outstanding players, and we'll talk about Eric Garcia, Trevor Blake, Kyle Rosenbrock, Randy Baker, Brett Bostrom. Second down and 8 for the 22. Shotgun for Kaler. And he will keep the football this time, running left to the 25-yard line, back to the middle, spins, first down across the 30 to the 32-yard line, maybe the 33. He held that football as long as he could. And the Beat Diggers over pursuit. It's a gain of 10 and a first down for Olathe.
Nobody knew where the football was as they put their blocking back in motion, and all the linebackers, everybody thought that's where Olathe was going to run the ball. They're off tackle on the right side. He just kept it ran around the left side, kind of like what Tebow did to win the game for the Broncos Thursday night. Yeah,
outstanding play. First and 10 for Olathe at their own 32-yard line. Kaler in a shotgun's going to hand it off this time right up the gut. That's a gain of 1 to the 33 to Cole Gret. Felix Calderon in on the play, assisted by Bryant Woodward, second down and 9.
Yeah, they didn't fool anybody. Now they're sending their big blocking back, Karsten Byers, back in the game, and he was the decoy that made us fall for that quarterback keeper 2 plays ago.
For all of your title needs, visit Tim Weimer at Northern Colorado Title, 205 West Kiowa in Fort Morgan. Second down and 9 for Olathe at their own 33-yard line. Receivers out to the left and right from a shotgun. Kaler's going to keep the football, run it right up the middle. He'll spin across the 35, down at the 37, picking up 4 yards in the play. Trevor Blake made the initial hit for the Beat Diggers, setting up a third down and 5.
Again, they fooled us. Kind of the same play, only they ran it over to the right side this time, and We had some linebackers that were taking the fakes and not reading their keys, and that's what left that hole open. But luckily it closed up quick because our defense is so quick to pursue.
Call it 3rd and 6 with the ball just outside the 37-yard line. Kaler this time is under center. And he's going to roll to his left, looking to throw, still looking, throwing underneath. The pass is caught at the 40-yard line, close to a first down along the Olathe sideline at the 43. And the pass was caught by Rio Green, the sophomore. And it looks like that's enough for a first down and a gain of 6 for Olathe. The drive continues for the Pirates.
Again, just a play-action pass, kind of like our bootleg, like our 30 series, where we like to run that play-action. He rolled out to the left side, and it was just a really quick little dump pass to Green.
The Bead Diggers have won 17 consecutive games at Bead Digger Stadium and 9 straight playoff games. 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line. Kaler in a shotgun, man in motion to the left. Kaler is going to hand it off on the left side to Gretz, and he breaks a tackle into the secondary. First down across the 40-yard line towards the 38. And a big gainer of 18 yards for Gretz. And now Olathe is in brush territory.
You know, just some good blocking out there by Olathe. I didn't really see anybody that was running the wrong way defensively. It just seemed like they did a good job of setting up some blocks and used some big offensive linemen to get in good position and open up a big hole.
1st and 10 for Olathe at the brush 38-yard line. Opening drive of the game. No score with 9:28 to go. In a shotgun is Kaler. He bobbles the football. It's loose. It's picked up by Gretz. And then he's going to be hit in the backfield for a loss of 2. Bryant Woodward made the tackle. So the Bead Diggers get a little break there. And it's 2nd down and 12.
We did catch a pretty big break there. Actually, Olathe might have caught the break because that was a hard ball to pick up. He picked it up right in between his feet and then stood up and tried to run with it. But by that time, the Diggers were on his back.
2nd and 12 from Olathe. For Olathe at the brush 40-yard line. In a shotgun for Kaler. He has the football. He will hand it off on the right side, right back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. An excellent penetration by Daniel Soto as Cole Grett was held right at the line. 3rd and 12. This will be the 9th play of the drive for the Pirates.
Now it's going to be interesting to see what they do to open up that passing game and throw, because the play that they ran before, that just quick out, that's not going to be effective for picking up a first down here. And we're going to be able to see what Kaler's got throwing the ball down the field.
8:22 to go in the opening quarter. 3rd and 12 for Olathe at the Bead Digger 40-yard line. Rolling left is Kaler, looking to throw, still looking. Pressure's coming. He's going to run out of it, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds along the sideline at approximately the 38, maybe the 37-yard line, as the Bead Diggers were over there, including Kyle Rosenbrock. They'll give him 2 yards to the 38. 4th down and 10, and I would assume they'd play the field position game right here because that Bead Digger offense is very potent. You don't want to give them a shorter field, and it looks like Ben Kaler's out there to punt.
Yeah, they sent a bunch of kids in there to rotate in for the punting game. Now let's see what Brush does. You know, we haven't gone for a block in quite a while. Well, let's see if we try to run it back or try to block this.
Well,
thing.
Their last block was last year in the state championship game right before halftime against this Olathe team. Awaiting the snap is Kaler. He's got it, and he will punt that football. A fluttering punt down the middle of the field. Picked up by Garcia at the 2-yard line. Breaks a tackle at the 10. Garcia back to the outside. He's down at the 14-yard line. A return of 12 yards, but that was a big risk by Eric Garcia, who gets up slowly and limping towards the sideline, and he might be hurt. He's certainly not putting much weight on that ankle. So the Bead Diggers will have the football at their own 13. He's limping badly, Dave. I don't know if he's going to get back into this game anytime soon.
Yeah, it was good. I'm glad that he fielded that punt, though, because it could have rolled down there inside the 5 probably. So it was a good job of fielding it. And if he would have got a block or two there at the end, the guys there were there to make the blocks, but none of those guys turned around and picked up any Pirates. And unfortunately, he got caught. He was just a couple blocks away from breaking something big.
1st and 10 for the Bead Diggers at their own 14-yard line. Mitch Tormon is the quarterback. Elbows in motion to the left. And there is the give on the left side across the 15-yard line to Tyler Carter towards the 17, maybe the 18-yard line before he stacked up. And the first man in on the hit was Troy Rose. And Karsten Byers in on the play. They'll give him, looks like, 4 yards to the 18. It'll be 2nd down and 6. The Bead Diggers on that offensive line. We've got Damon Miller, Ethan Brost, Daniel Soto, Maverick Seawald, Bryant Woodward. Trevor Blake is now in the game. Of course, Vince Salvo and Eric Garcia, the main receivers, but Garcia's limping. Tyler Carter and Chris Lee in the backfield. We will see Connor Weiser as well. McConnell's the tight end. 2nd down and 6 from the 18-yard line. Tormolen hands it off on the right side in a big hole for Chris Lee across the 20 towards the 25. That's going to be a first down and a gain of 7 yards in a play. Hard running by Chris Lee. The tackle was made by the senior corner, Ronnie Mumm.
Yeah, Olathe is running like a 3-5 defense with a nose guard, 2 defensive tackles, and you think they're defensive ends, but really they're linebackers that are walked up. All 3 of the linebackers in the middle. Rose is the middle linebacker. That big Karsten Byers is playing on the right side, and those guys are all sneaking up there to that line of scrimmage and basically showing a blitz every play, all 3 of them.
1st and 10 for the Bee Diggers at their own 25-yard line. The backs remain split. Tormolen with a hard count is going to roll to his left, looking to throw, still looking. He rolls, he throws it along the sideline, incomplete. Out of bounds at the 45-yard line, intended for Randy Baker, but he was well defended by Cole Gretz. It'll be 2nd down and 10, and that play simply was not there. A smart decision by Tormolen.
Yeah, he obviously threw that thing away. There was no way he intended Baker to be able to catch it, and Baker had too much coverage. Had he tried to complete the pass, I'm not sure Olathe wouldn't have been able to jump in there and possibly go for a pick.
2nd down and 10 for the Bee Diggers. With the football at their own 25-yard line. Backs remain split. 1 receiver out to the right. Tormolen's going to hand it off in the middle, and nothing for Lee. He might have been hitting the backfield. Back at the 24-yard line. No blocking whatsoever. Tremendous penetration by a couple of those Pirates, including Rio Green. It'll be 3rd, and we'll call it a long 10. That ball just shy of the 25.
You know, when they're blitzing those guys, it's going to pay off for them. We have to be ready for that this game. You know, they're sending people, and sometimes they're going to guess right. Those linebackers are up there tapping the defensive lineman in front of them, letting the defensive lineman know which gap they're going to shoot through, and sometimes it's going to pay off. And so we're going to have to be patient and realize that's going to happen.
3rd down and a short 11, but that's still a lot to make from their own 25. Tormolen back to throw, looking deep over the middle. That pass is going to be caught by Blake. 1st down, and Blake is taken down at midfield. It's a gain of 26 yards. The tackle was made by Cole Gretz, and a Brush Bee Digger 1st down.
Just a great play. It might have been thrown a little high and maybe a little bit behind him, but Blake was wide open, and then he went up and sure-handedly caught the ball with his hands. He caught it a little bit above his helmet with his hands, brought it down into the bread basket, then he spun around and picked up a couple yards. He was looking to try to break that tackle.
Yeah, if he could have, who knows what could have happened. 1st and 10 for the Bee Diggers after the gain of 26 at midfield. And on 1st down, well, that's like 8 or 9 in the box for Olathe. There's the give on the left side, and nothing for Connor Weiser. And the tackle was made by Willie Corey. 2nd down and 10. If they're putting up 8 or 9 in the box, the Bee Diggers are going to have to go to another area of the field, and they certainly have the capability of doing that.
Yeah, but, you know, we have also seen that several times when we're able to pick up get a good trap block on a linebacker that's shooting through a hole because the defensive lineman was crashing down by himself in the direction we wanted him to, and that allows us to run right past him. So, like I said, we got to be patient. Remember that we can run right past those blitzing linebackers.
No score, 5:12 to go in the opening quarter. 2nd down and 10 for the Bee Diggers at the 50-yard line. Tormolen, play action. Back to throw. He's going to step to his right. He'll step up, and he's going to be sacked at the 49. A loss of 1. And that was Rio Green who brought him down. There was just nobody open for the Bee Diggers. 3rd down and 11 with the ball in Bee Digger territory.
Yeah, 3rd and long is definitely not where we want to be. And our receivers, they're going to have to remember when nothing's happening, they might need to come back and try to help Tremolin out, start coming back to the football.
At 1305 Edison Street in Brush, your local Napa Auto Parts store is CNC Auto Parts as Brett Bostrom checks into the game. Chris Lee is out. 3rd and 11 for Brush at their own 49-yard line, approaching the 4-minute and 25-second mark in the scoreless game. Trips out to the right. Only 2 seconds on the play clock. Tormolen gets it off. He's going to roll to his right, setting up a screen to the left. The pass is going to be incomplete and nearly picked off. That could have been 6 for Willie Corey the other way, as Randy Baker was out there, but Corey read it perfectly. He just couldn't bring it in, and the Bee Diggers dodged a bullet.
Yeah, they did. You got to pat Corey on the back for that one because he read it perfectly. It was a screen clear over here on the left side. Tremolin had a long way to throw the ball, and he didn't really throw a bullet. He kind of lobbed it up there. And tell you what, Baker might have been able to tackle him had he intercepted it, but It would have taken a great play.
Tyler Stratman to punt. And I believe that's Gretz standing at his own 14-yard line, either him or Corey. Stratman at his own 35, no rush. Stratman gets it off, but that's a very short punt off to the right. It'll take a Beat Digger roll inside the 15-yard line towards the 10. And Gret has to let it go, so that ended up very nicely for the Beat Diggers. A punt of 41 yards for Tyler Stratman. And Olathe pinned back at their 10 with 4:04 to go in the opening quarter. No score from Beat Digger Stadium.
Yep, just you can say it wasn't a very pretty punt, but it was a very effective punt. It took that nice roll. He didn't even kick it close to Corey. He kicked it over there on the other side of the hash marks on that side, so he would have had to run a long way to try to pick it up.
1st and 10 for Olathe at their own 10-yard line. Now the Beat Diggers have to prevent this team from gaining a few first downs, which they did on the first drive when they had 3 first downs, and the Beat Diggers lost that battle of field position. Ben Kaler's in a shotgun. Man in motion to the right is Corey. And there's the handoff on the left side. And right there at the 10-yard line, the ball carrier, Ronnie Mumm, is brought down. Randy Baker made a perfect form tackle for no gain, 2nd down and 10, and Baker read that counter nicely.
Yeah, he did. It was actually kind of a reverse sort of look. It was a trick play and didn't fool Baker. He wrapped him up and put him right on his back.
2nd down and 10 for Olathe at their own 10-yard line. In a scoreless contest, 3.5 to go in the opening quarter in this 2A quarterfinal. Man in motion, Kaler in a shotgun's going to hand it off right up the gut. That is Gret trying to break a couple of tackles. He gains, looks like 2 yards to the 12. Beat Diggers right there as Daniel Soto is the first one in on the hit. And after the gain of 2, 3rd and 8, and this is where the Beat Diggers have got to make the play.
Yep, they're going to have to watch that quarterback keeper, that's for sure, because you can tell already Ben Kaler is the man. He's their go-to guy this year, and we're going to have to keep an eye on him.
3rd down and 8 to go from the 12, and a shotgun is Kaler. Corey in motion to the right, and now we have some movement. It looks like Olathe jumped on the left side, so that'll be illegal procedure, and that'll make it 3rd and 13 from their own 7-yard line. All the Beat Diggers have to do is just avoid the big play. They'll get outstanding field position.
Yep, we just need to make sure we avoid that big play like you're saying, And I'm surprised, I think this is a little different Olathe team like we were talking about before because they already used up a trick play early in this series.
And the official stopping the clock with 2:55 to go in the opening quarter with Olathe facing what should be a 3rd and 13 at their own 7-yard line. They'll rehuddle here at Northeastern Colorado's hometown savings and loan with locations in Brush and Fort Morgan. Equitable savings and loan. And a shotgun is Kaler. He's going to roll to his right, looking deep over the left sideline. It's intercepted. Intercepted along the right sideline. I believe that is Albo. He's inside the 10-yard line towards around the 7. A terrible pass there from Kaler. Albo is just waiting for it. And it's 1st and goal for the Beat Diggers.
Good for Albo. Nice catch, and then he didn't try to fool anybody or do anything fancy. He just took off running right up the sideline, right in front of the old Olathe bench, and got knocked out of bounds there on about the 5, but he did a good job of holding on to the football.
So the Beat Diggers are only 5 yards away now from taking the lead here in the opening quarter. And, Dave, how many interceptions did the Beat Diggers come up with this season? It's amazing. I mean, they had 14 in the regular season. A couple more last week. 1st and goal for the Beat Diggers at the 5-yard line. In motion to the right is Albo. Tormolen hands it off to Lee, running right, and he's going to be spun down at the 5. He might have lost a yard of the 6 as Troy Rose read the play beautifully. 2nd and goal for Brush, approaching 2.5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. And I believe they're going to mark it right at the line of scrimmage, so no gain for Chris Lee.
Yeah, it didn't fool anybody, just that 30 series, but you know what that's setting up? That's setting up any bootleg action that we want to run. It's also setting up any off tackle we want to run or any trap we want to run up the middle. There's a lot of things we can do off of that.
Weiser and Garcia, who looks healthy now, are in the game. 2nd down and goal. Blake is in motion to the left, and there's a bootleg by Tormolen running left, getting a block. He's going to stutter step, and he's down at the 5. And they're saying that he fumbled the ball, I think. No, the official's saying he's down. Olathe thought they had the football. But they were not fooled by that bootleg, and it's going to be 3rd and goal at the 5-yard line. No gain for Tormolen.
Yep, they were ready for that. But, that's fine. Chamolin's got to make sure that he tucks that ball away. Sometimes he scares you a little bit holding the ball out there away from his body, and Olathe almost capitalized on a ball that was put on the carpet.
Well, and he does that, Dave, because he likes to hide the football, but you're right, you expose yourself a little bit as well. 3rd and goal from the 5. The Bee Diggers have not moved a yard since the Vince Albo interception. Lee and Weiser in the backfield. In motion to the right is Blake. Tormolen hands it off to Weiser running right. He's got a yard, if even that. And that Olathe defense came to play on that series. Joe McCracken made the tackle. It's a gain of maybe 1 to the 4. I don't know if they're going to mark it at the 4. No, they'll keep it at the 5. 4th and goal. And are they going to try a field goal by Cardenas or just go for it? And Jesus is out there. I mean, for a defense or an offense that has been moving the football, they certainly couldn't do anything there. This will be a 21-yard attempt for Jesus Cardenas. Awaiting the snap is Eric Garcia. There it is, and the kick by Jesus is up, and that one is low. I don't know if it was partially blocked.
Yep.
Partially blocked, and Olathe will have the football with 21 seconds to go in the opening quarter as the Bee Diggers had a 1st and goal at the 5, didn't move a yard, and then no good on the 21-yard field goal.
Well, that's a big momentum thing there for Olathe. Kaler was the one that blocked the kick. He came from the left defensive end position, just flew in there, had his body, parallel with the ground, and dove right in the right spot, about 2 feet out in front of the kick, and got it with his right hand.
Olathe will have it at their own 20-yard line after the blocked field goal. So 1st and 10, and the Bee Diggers are off to a very rough start offensively. And a shotgun is Kaler. Man in motion to the left. Kaler has the football. He'll hand it off on the left side to Gretz. He's got very little running room. Cuts it back to the inside across the 20 to the 22-yard line. A gain of 2, and that is the end of the opening quarter. With the score, Brush nothing, Olathe nothing. You're listening to the 2011 Colorado High School Football Playoffs on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.